where we're portraying Acapulco in a very different way. We're more than narcos. We're more than drug lords and criminals. This thing, it sounds too Mexican. It's too Latino. And I was like, well, yeah, but what's the problem? It's a different flavor.
Hollywood is doing it right, because that's who I am. This is who I am in my family. My friends are like this, so yeah, it's finally
different.
finally, and yeah, it's very, very different.
Camila, there was a very interesting scene where I think it's a scene of a clear indication of the class differentiation that we have in society.
I don't want to be put in a box, and I feel like that was kind of happening to me. I was playing very like the young and pregnant, single mom, the maid, very dark characters.
I love Indian movies. I love that you at the end of your movies always dance. I love that.
Yeah, I like that you are not afraid of exaggerating and giving those punchlines where they need. You go over the top. I like that.
Yeah, we should have more Bollywood in Mexico, you know? We barely see Indian cinema in Mexico, and we hate that because I feel the cultures are very similar.
Hola.
Hola.
Hola, hola.
Hello everyone, I'm Gudrani and welcome to Speak Easy. I have very interesting guests. One of them is a huge Mexican superstar. I'd like to call him global star, Eugenio Derbez. Did I get it right?
Absolutely right. Perfect. Thank you.
Eugenio Derbez, and of course, the upcoming star, Enrique Arrizon. Did I get that right, Enrique?
Yeah, above the average. Thank you.
Eugenio, you've been working towards getting Latino actors and the material around them a space in the global platform. And I feel Acapulco is another step in that direction. But I'm sure it hasn't been easy for you. Today, of course, as an executive producer, you're at a position of power to do things like this. But I want to know, how has this journey been for you?
Well, I've been trying to, what would I say, to
Change?
To educate and change in a certain way the people who I worked for in the US, because I feel that sometimes they don't understand our culture 100%. Happened to me like many years ago when I first came to this country. I was always pitching ideas to the studios. Back then, there were not streaming platforms. They were just the studios. And they were like, this thing, it sounds too Mexican. It's too Latino. And I was like, well, yeah, but what's the problem? It's a different flavor. No, but we need stuff that could relate with our people, with American people. And I was like, guys, and the entire world outside the US, we've been consuming Hollywood films about the NASA. We don't have NASA in Mexico, and we can totally love your movies. We love any kind of movie you do, anything, The Raging Bull, Erin Brockovich, whatever, we love it, even though we're not related to your culture. So why not the opposite? Probably you're gonna love our idea. No, too Mexican. So what happens when Guillermo del Toro, Alfonso Cuarón, González Iñárritu, they come to this country? They have a different storytelling. They have different flavor, a different way to say things. And all of a sudden, America loves them because it feels different. It feels fresh. Mm-hmm. And that's what they're not getting. So right now, I'm very grateful that I have the opportunity to portray these stories about, in this case, about my country, about Mexico, where we're portraying Acapulco in a very different way. We're more than narcos. We're more than drug lords and criminals. Mexico is also this great side that we have, like spots like Acapulco, the Mayan Riviera, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm happy to be able to do this.
You were given an award in 2015 by NALIP, the National Association of Latino Producers, and you had given a fantastic speech about how you worked hard and it hasn't been easy for you. I think it was fabulous. I want to know today, it's been almost 6 years. Do you really see the change for the people of your community? and the work that you're doing around, slowly and steadily? Do you see the change?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, got it. I think the change is coming, not 100%, but it's finally opening. Now we're talking a lot about diversity, about inclusion, and I feel that there's also like a quote, we need to have at least one Latino in every movie, one Afro American, one Asian. So they're trying to fill those gaps, but still Latinos and Hispanics are underrepresented, are the ethnic that is more unrepresented on screen in Hollywood. So we still need to do a lot of work. So it's changing little by little. It's happening, but definitely a lot of people says, well, now it's changing because, for example, you're doing your movies and you are there, and we're like, wait, that's not you guys. That's me creating my own material, producing my own movies, getting the money. So no risking. So it's not Hollywood hiring a Latino. It's a Latino hiring himself in Hollywood. So it's completely different. But I feel that little by little we're changing this image and things are getting better. But still, we need a lot of work to do.
What is that moment of pure relatability for you towards your character? I'm sure there must be many where you were like, oh my God, this happened to me moment in this show. And of course, at the end, if both of you could tell me if you all have seen Indian films and what do you think about India and Indian actors?
In Miami, I for 1 month, I worked as a waiter in bar mitzvah in a Jewish temple, and here I had to handle a tray, a big tray in all the episodes. Maybe one or two scenes where I have to handle that. So yeah, it was funny because all the trainee that I had to take, gave good results.
I love Indian movies. I love that you at the end of your movies always dance. I love that.
Yeah, I like that you're not afraid of exaggerating and giving those punchlines where they need. You have like this wide open-minded cinema. Yeah, I know it's about a script, about the writers, about the directors and producers. But yeah, I love that you go over the top. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, we should have more Bollywood in Mexico, you know? We barely see Indian cinema in Mexico, and we hate that because I feel the cultures are very similar, very similar. So we should be sharing movies, right? They should exhibit in Mexico Indian movies and vice versa. So
yeah, these family values and
we share a lot of things, similar things in our cultures.
The romantic thing.
So yeah, we love them.
Absolutely. I'm way over time and I have to go. But thank you so much, guys, and lots of love. All the very best. I appreciate what you're doing, Eugenio and Enrique. All the best.
Oh, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Hello, everyone. I'm Rudrani, and welcome to Speak Easy. Today, I have very interesting guests. They are the stars of the upcoming, absolutely funny bilingual series Acapulco. And probably after the series, you would want to know who they really are. I'm talking about Fernando and Camila. Welcome to Zoom and welcome to India.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's so exciting. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
But what is really interesting for me, and the question is for both Fernando and Camila, is that we've been talking about representation for a while now. And to see a series that truly does not stereotype, put you in a box, is refreshing. And they've been trying, there have been attempts made. Tell me how refreshing it has been. And as actors who've been around, I'm sure have struggled to get roles that go beyond the stereotype. How does this feel?
Well, I think it was really exciting when we were both auditioning for it and seeing the script and first seeing that it's bilingual, but also that, like you said, there are no stereotypes in any of the characters. It was so refreshing, and we feel truly blessed that we're part of this quote unquote movement, because we do believe that our show is moving this, representation thing forward.
Yeah.
So we're very blessed and very excited to be a part of it, and we're so excited that we're finally being portrayed in a positive light that is not related to
Yes.
violence or like dark themes.
Drugs, and we're very grateful for Apple because they really took care of the script. The writers were really careful about how things were said or the situations in the story. They wanted it to be very authentic, and for us, we want people to feel seen. We want people to feel like they can relate to us because there's more to us than what they usually portray. We can be very successful, we can be lawyers, we can be doctors. So it's very refreshing and we feel extremely honored.
Both of you tell me about the kind of stereotypes that you guys have faced when you all have gone for auditions and the world we are in today. So
You have a good one.
tell me about the entire struggle and the triumph probably right now with series like this coming over.
Yeah, I mean, some of the auditions that I did before I even got this one involved a lot of like really sad plots. It's like we're constantly being written in like really suffering situations, and like they involve dark things around it and like death and just really dark things. But also as a plus size actor, I constantly get, material that it's making fun of my appearance or my relationship with food, the bully, like things like that. So this was very refreshing and cool.
Yeah, to me, I've been working for about 5 years now. I usually play more of dramatic characters. I love drama, but I want it to be a very complex actor. I like to play anything. I don't want to be put in a box, and I feel like that was kind of happening to me. I was playing very like the young and pregnant, single mom, the maid, very dark characters, and I don't mind because I also want to voice those characters, but I also wanted a chance to show that there's more to me than just playing that. I want to play a very intelligent, independent woman. So when girls watch me, not just Latin, they can see themselves and say, yeah, that's me. Finally, Hollywood is doing it right. Because that's who I am. This is who I am in my family. My friends are like this. So yeah, it's finally
very different.
Finally. And yeah, it's very, very different. I don't think there's not because it's our show, but I don't think there's anything like our show at the moment out there.
Definitely.
Camila, there was a very interesting scene where where I think it's a scene of a clear indication of the class differentiation that we have in society, where you're called out saying, you're the help, and you might be dating somebody who has control over the entire empire, the hotel, but you are still looked upon as the help. I think there's a clear differentiation. Tell me how you felt about that, and of course the importance of that scene.
Oh man, I think I've lived that experience in person. And just living it through Julia was also very, it was like, it kind of took me back to when I was younger because I did grow up having a lot of wealthy friends and a lot of people that were very successful. I come from a working class family. I'm very grateful that I had everything. I never struggled in terms of that. But it was always obvious to me that they were up here and I was up here. But something that I learned now that I'm older, it's like we're kind of the same. They're just, I guess more advanced in their journey than I am. But seeing the way they call Julia the help and her feeling all this emotions kind of made me realize, and it's so beautiful, you're going to see it throughout the season, that although it affected her at the moment, that makes her stronger. That makes her extremely stronger, and she doesn't want to be a part of that. When that happens on episode 3, I'm not going to say exactly what happens. She grows from that, and you're going to see that as the season goes on.
Great, thank you so much. Lovely chatting with you, and lots of love from India.
Thank you. Oh.
Thank you.